can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, I mean, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community, and the fam out there appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on. This is my brother.
Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits, what's up, man? Don Chaos, what's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood, JUWGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. Live here, everywhere. So everyone, make sure you are sharing this live. Make sure you are thumbs upping this live stream. Make sure you are peeping the links down in the description, because I have a feeling this is going to be a very great episode, because we're going to get to the bottom of some stuff that's been going on. You know, it's cool to have our guests on, because this man that we're having on, he's done a lot of work and jewelry for a bunch of people. And then we're going to get to hear his side of the story, you know, and the list of people that he's worked with, you know. I've actually been wanting to get this person on for a while, so I figured this is the perfect time to get this person on the show. You know, I can only be talking about David of Alligator Jesus. You know, I just talked to him. He's definitely going to be on. He's just running an errand, doing work as we speak for someone. So we're definitely going to hit him. Whenever we see him join, we will definitely have him on. But until then, we're just going to do what we always do. Touch on some news, promote some stuff, say my thoughts on stuff. And then, you know, when we have our guests or guests on. So again, make sure you guys peep the links down in the description. Get yourself some official Carnival Spirits Dawn Chaos swag, link down below. You know, we are live everywhere. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitch. So, again, share this everywhere. Make sure you like this video. Use the official chaos emojis right there. Also use those hashtags that you see across the screen. Also, if you are watching exclusively on the Carnival Spirits YouTube channel, super chats are welcome. And if you want your comment heard on Twitch, just send a highlighted comment. Of course, we are also officially on the road to the 200th episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast. So definitely when we get there, we're going to be doing a big celebration because it's the 200th anniversary. You know, we did the 5-year anniversary of the Hours of Chaos podcast, but we are definitely going to do the 200th episode anniversary stream. Awesome. Good news. You guys are going to get a double dose of Dawn Chaos every week. So now you will be able to catch the Hours of Chaos podcast live on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So now you're going to get 2 episodes of the Hours of Chaos podcast each week. Of course, we will do what we always do for both episodes, where we have drop news, say my thoughts on stuff, and if there's not a lot of news to cover, we will definitely reserve that whole episode specifically for our guests or guests. Because you guys know we do a little bit of everything on this show. We do interviews, we promote people, we say our thoughts on opinions, and we drop news on stuff going on in our community, as well as some stuff outside the community. Wow, we have 11 people watching, so make sure you guys tune this into this. Sound off in the comments. You know, we're going to get to the bottom of this. This is definitely going to be a very great episode. What up, King Chris in the chat? What is up, Mr. Dosha? What is up, GRE? Link Freeman in the chat. Dark Planet Soldiers up in this bitch. So yeah, let's get on to our first topic. Why we wait for our guest. Of course, you guys know the homies Wicked Wood dropped their latest album, their self-titled album. So make sure you guys go pick yourself up a copy at wickedwoodbigcartel.com. Go pick it up, and you guys can expect a full-on review for me very soon. Hopefully very soon. And all I gotta say is that new Wicked Wood self-titled album, it's very dope. Like, if you've been paying attention, they've dropped like singles off the album, like music videos. And those are just the singles. But if you guys watched the episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast a few weeks ago when we had them on, they said all the tracks tie in together and the skits. So this Wicked Wood self-titled album is actually a concept album. It's meant to be listened to from beginning to end. Where most albums you can like skip between tracks, this Wicked Wood album is entitled to listen to from the very first track all the way to the last and the skits in between. And if you want to ever get a hold of Wicked Wood, book them for anything. They are now booking. Here's their booking info. Shout outs to my dudes, Wicked Wood. Longtime friends and associates of the Hours of Chaos podcast and us at Carnival Spirits. Again, they are doing very, very big things. They've been blowing up. Ever since that interview that I had with them, the very first interview that I had with them, when they were first on the Hours of Chaos podcast, they've just been blowing up like crazy. And I'm proud of them. So dabs to them. They're also performing the main stage this year at the Gathering. Wicked Wood is an example of a Gathering success story. They've played little parties at the Gathering. They played parking lot parties. They've played second stage. They've played third stage at the Gathering. They've played second stage at the Gathering. And now this year, all that hard work pays off when Wicked Wood hits main stage for the first time this year at the Gathering. So it is literally the gathering of dreams for Wicked Wood. Those dudes have paid their dues. They played little parties at the Gathering. They played third stage at the Gathering, second stage, and now all that hard work and pay is going to pay off when my dudes Wicked Wood hit main stage for the first time at the Gathering. Wicked Wood. Double W's, yo. Also, all I gotta say is, be the juggalos, you them other hoes. So yeah, of course, the Gathering infomercial is going down. I believe it's premiering live right now, or it's premiering later tonight. I believe around 9 p.m. I believe so. I didn't think there was going to be an infomercial, but it looks like there's definitely going to be an infomercial. I believe our guest tonight, David of Alligator Jesus, I believe he is going to be at the Gathering this year. But I'll ask him definitely when he hops on. I believe he's going to be at the Gathering this year, so. Some other news. Also, this Saturday, you guys can expect the newest episode of me and Lady Chaos, aka Amanda Panda's vlog series that we do, titled The Adventures of the Dawn and the Panda. We will have a new vlog filmed and ready to premiere for you guys. We are doing that Saturday. We are going on a little adventure on Saturday. Again, make sure you peek the links down in the description. Also subscribe to Lady Chaos, aka Amanda Panda. Follow her social medias, linked down in the description. And yeah, also, you guys can expect, hopefully very soon, another new episode of the Love and Chaos stream, which is our stream that we do where we just chill and bullshit with you guys. Also, reminder, going down is the Tomwood Float with performances by Shaggy 2 Dope, DJ Clay, Whitney Payton, Scum, Wicked Wood, Class, Insane Poetry, Suicide, and just a whole slew of a bunch of different people. Yeah, this float is definitely a very good lineup. I'm still thinking I might hit up this float event since it's in Arkansas. It looks like a very good lineup. And, shouts to Tom Wood for hosting this annually. We've had Tom Wood on the show. Of course, if you guys haven't, you can peep down the Hours of Chaos playlist in the description of the stream where there's past episodes of the Hours of Chaos podcast, including the current one that is live right now. So you can watch past episodes of the Hours of Chaos podcast with past guests like Tom Wood that we've had on the show, like Wicked Wood, who we've had on the show twice. And at the gathering this year, first day of the gathering, be looking for the Gathering of the Juggalos podcast live Wednesday, August 3rd from noon until 2 p.m. So you can expect Carnival Spirits will be in the house. Deck 1 Delp, Fago Lovers, ICP with me, Juggalo Judgment, Mankini TV, Replicon, as well as the Ugly Juggalo podcast will all be live in full effect, as well as the homies and dudes, Team MUJ, will be live. What is this? Of course, at the gathering, they are filming a video. I don't know what they're filming a video for, so if you want a chance to be in the Psychopathic Records video, report to this. I don't know if it's going to be an ICP video or what, but my feeling is, since it's going to be at the gathering film, I have a feeling they are filming a music video. ICP is filming a music video for Here Comes the Carnival, or they are filming a video for Carnival with Lights. That is my theory, so we'll see if I'm right. I think the music video that's being filmed at the gathering this year is going to be for either Here Comes the Carnival off of Yum Yum or Carnival of Lights off of Yum Yum. Because it makes sense if they're filming at the gathering for one of those two songs to be filmed into a music video at the actual gathering. Also, Killator is making appearances on podcasts, so if you want Killator on your show, hit him up and let him know. He's doing interviews and appearances on podcasts and streams, so hit him up. Is he going to be one of the guests on the Hours of Chaos podcast sometime? That's purely speculation, as the saying goes. Also, the one and only Big Hoodoo has joined Twitch, so definitely tune in to Big Hoodoo live on Twitch called the Hoodoo Channel. What Hoodoo's going to be doing on this Twitch, I have no idea. Maybe he'll be doing interviews. Maybe he'll be gaming. I have no idea. But yes, Big Hoodoo now has an official Twitch. So shout outs to Big Hoodoo, ear drug music. Also, the newest design for the shirt for Lights Out 5, Lights Event, has been dropped. So definitely go hit up Lights Out 5. That's another event I'm going to try to hit up. That's the design for the shirt, for the event shirt. That, y'all, is a fresh design. Again, shouts to Monstar Entertainment. And speaking of that, Monstar Entertainment wants to welcome the newest additions to Monstar Entertainment. The one and only Straight Jacket and my dude, Schizo Michigan. are now officially a part of OnStar Entertainment. Congrats to them. You know, we've had Schizo Michigan on the show. We're definitely going to get him back on the show. You know, Schizo Michigan performed The Gathering last year at the Clown Drip stage, and he killed it. If you guys look on my YouTube channel, I recorded his performance, and you can see during the performance him shouting me out as he's performing on stage and performing at me as I was recording his set for him. So shout outs to Schizo Michigan. Congrats to him and Straight Jacket for signing to OnStar Entertainment. Again, we're definitely going to get Schizo Michigan back on the show. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get Straight Jacket on the show. Who knows? In other words, booking Triple MFD, you know, LSP, my dude Scum and Psycho, Insane Poetry are going to be going on tour. So right now they are booking for fall dates. So hit up your concert venues. If you want to see Triple MFD and L and something and Baby, they are doing a tour together. They are booking right now for this fall tour dates. If you guys have ever seen Triple MFD live, Scum and Psycho together, you've seen them separate live. They put on phenomenal shows live, but together they are collectively known as Triple MFD, which stands for, if you don't know, if you're living under a rock, make my motherfucking day. Very live show, very energetic. We're definitely going to get Psycho, Insane Poetry back here on the show. We tried to get him on the show one time and there was technical difficulties going on, but you can guarantee Psycho, Insane Poetry is one of the guests that we do have planned on a future episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast. Definitely want to get him on here so he can promote his newest album, which is out entitled Violent Art. If you haven't listened to that, go listen to it. You know, Insane Poetry never disappoints with his albums. I love all of Insane Poetry's music, but my personal Insane Poetry favorite album by his, and on my list of favorite horrorcore albums as well, is his album Faith in Chaos. Very good album. Of course, this stream is sponsored by, and I'm definitely going to try getting an endorsement deal for him, brought to you by Yerba Mate, which is energy tea. So it's tea, y'all, and it gives you energy and good energy drink. It's not like those bad energy drinks where you have a crash afterwards and you feel like shit. This gives you great energy and it keeps you with that great energy. So tonight's Hours of Chaos podcast is brought to you by Yerba Mate. And you guys know Gorefest is coming up in September, and there's always headliners for each night. You know, one of the nights is headlined by the one and only Twisted. Sorry about that, y'all. People calling me during the stream. I'm still like doing this on my phone. And we were just about to get to that. So, sorry y'all, I had a call. One of the dudes from Dead Camp was calling me. Always busy. All right. And speaking of that, Nobody Man already dropped it, but yes, it's official. One of the other headliners for the other night for Gore Fest, the 16th annual Gore Fest, is the one and only One Stars Light. Again, if you guys are traveling to Denver for Gore Fest, as long as you have your state ID and you're traveling to Colorado from out of state, or you have a military ID, you get in all 3 nights of Gore Fest for absolutely free. All right, let's catch up on the chat. What is good, Nobody Man? You really should go, Nobody Man, because like I said, if you're traveling from out of state and you have your ID, you get in all 3 nights of Gore Fest for free. You just have to pay your travel fees and your hotel fees, and that's it. And then you just get in the venue for absolutely free as long as you have your ID. Hell yeah. What is up, Scotty? Scotty 2 Balls, Carnival Spirits extraordinaire and creator. Without Scotty, there would be no Carnival Spirits. What is up? What is up, Anthony? Right now, we're waiting for our guest to be on. Right now, he's doing a delivery right now, so he's actually gonna be on pretty soon. I told him to just jump on whenever he's ready. The background beat is cringe. Well, it's the only good background beat on here, Scotty. I mean, there's a rock and roll one if y'all want to hear that one. This is the closest thing to a hip-hop type beat I could find. Well, and it's called Space Travel. Yeah, I had a call. Sorry. One of the dudes from Dead Camp was calling me. What's up, Ronnie? I see you. Yes. Gore Fest is free with out-of-state ID and military ID, so I'm going to try to go. No, he's doing a delivery jewelry, Anthony. LOL. He's actually doing a jewelry delivery for Ghost Main when I was talking to him. That's why I'm talking loud, clear over the background music. Because I don't like just dead silence. I like to have... There, let me maybe turn it down just a little bit. Okay, why does it keep turning up instead of turning down? There we go. That's not too loud. That's actually better. I turned it down. All right, and as we wait for our guests, let's have more news to drop. Of course, make sure you guys hit up Luke the Goon. Shouts to my dude Luke the Goon. He's now managing quite a few people. So here's like links to all his social media. So hit him up at Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Also hit up Pix or Didn't Happen. Shout outs to them. And also, just now, this is a good watch. I recommend it. A new video by a good YouTube channel titled Punks. Something just uploaded a video called The Secret Genius of Insane Clown Posse. It's 22 or 23 minutes long. Definitely worth the watch. Go check it out. It's a very good video, giving ICP props. Such a great video. So shout outs to them for doing this video. It's good seeing videos like this in a positive light. So go check it out. That's the title of the video. It's called The Secret Genius of Insane Clown Posse. Definitely go watch it. Also, going down is the Three Stacks Music Fest. Flatbush Zombies, look at this dope lineup, y'all. City Morgue, Snow the Product, Ouija Mac. Holy shit, that is a dope lineup. I don't know about y'all, but that is a very dope lineup. And it's good to see Ouija Mac playing other music festivals as well, Of course, Ouija Mac, he'll always play The Gathering, He's headlined Gorefest. He headlined Gorefest one of the nights in 2018, which, if you go on my YouTube channel, there is video recording that I did of Ouija Mac's full set when he headlined Gorefest in 2018. Very dope lineup. Yeah, it's called Punk Rock MBA. Thank you. It is a very good video. Yeah, Alligator Jesus is going to be coming on soon. He just said he had to deliver some jewelry for an order for Ghostmane. So, and I told him no rush, just hop on whenever he's ready. No, I'm not going to freestyle, Scotty. Fuck no. I don't freestyle, except for that one time at the Gathering last year. Then I was freestyling, but I ain't going to do it. I'm expecting Shanzi to show up right now and say, Don Chaos, take your shirt off. Bet you. Yeah, this is a very good lineup. All right, we already showed that. Also, at the Unity stage, Rhymes and Riff, this is going down every day at the Gathering in the 665 campground. So, for those who didn't get your performance booked at the Gathering, here's a chance for you to do it. It's open mic and a networking event going live with live DJs and music. It says, want to perform? Come see us at the 665 campground. Follow the signs and glow sticks. With special guest DJs, Phenomenal and DJ Scotty D. So you want to do an open mic, perform and promote yourself, hit up this open mic thing at the Unity stage. Because, hashtag underground unity. Fuck that divide shit. And it's presented by Team Unity, underground unity. Also, ICP is doing a mystery set at the gathering. And that is the question is, what kind of mystery set do you guys think that ICP is going to do at the gathering? Because you know what? The gathering, ICP usually does 2 different sets for each night. They already have announced one of the sets they're going to do where they do very rare stuff called like the jukebox show, where they're performing very rare songs they very rarely perform. So what do you think this next mystery set is going to be? You know, all the sets that they've done, all the times when I've seen ICP at the gathering have been phenomenal. You know, when I went to the gathering in 2018, before the final night, they did a Hell's Pit set. And then the last night, they did a mixture set. And then in 2019, they did a set where it was not just any regular set. Scotty remembers, because we were there at the gathering in 2019. They did like everything from Carnival of Carnage, not Carnival of Carnage, everything from anything from Dog Beats. They would choose one song off of each release that they did. So they did Carnival of Carnage. So they opened up with, not Carnival of Carnage, sorry, Dog Beats. They opened up with Dog Beats, sorry. Sugar's kicking in. But they opened up with Dog Beats. Then they played a song off of Carnival of Carnage. Then a track off of Beverly Kills. Then they played a track off of Remaster. Then they played a track off of Terror Wheel. Then they played a track off of Riddle Box. Then they played a track off of Tunnel Love. Then a track off of Malenko. Then a track off of Jekyll Brothers. Then a track, 2 tracks off of both Bizarre albums. Then they played a track off the Wraith, Shangri-La. Then they played a track off of Hell's Pit. Then they played a track off the Tempest. Then they played a track off, did I say the column? Yeah, the Tempest. Then they played a track off of Eye of the Storm. Then they played a track off of Bang Pow Boom. Then they played a track off of Death Pop. Then they played 2 tracks off of Missing Link, one off of Lost, and then one off of Found. And then they played a track off of Fearless Fred Fury, and then they played a track off of Flip the Rap, which is the track Be Safe. All right, y'all. I see that our guest is ready to come on. So everyone, please welcome, without further ado, please welcome Alligator Jesus.
How's it going, everybody? Hey, yeah, just got to the building and said I got to get on this live stream with you, man. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I figured this was the perfect time to do an interview.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. It seems like there's like a whole bunch of shit being stirred with Ouija's posts the other day of like, I fuck with that Jesus. If you don't, what the hell? Prove why. And just a commotion once again that I thought was like settled. But you know, it is what it is. Juggalos are a very captivated audience and enamored with conspiracy theories and such. So
here, I think it's good that you came on, and that's the first thing you did coming on, like saying your side of it, which is good.
Whoops, sorry if I get a little echo. I stepped into my new showroom. Do you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah. And hear me clearly? Yeah, man, of course. I'm always here to, and this is something that's always remained the same. It's like, even back in the day when I was doing jewelry for ICP, I was always quick to like answer anyone's questions and engage with the audience and engage with juggalos, because I think it's an important thing for any creative to, you know, acknowledge their audience and who their people that support them and give them the ability to live off of their creativity. You know, it's really nice to connect with fans, and you know, maybe to my own harm by befriending some less than people with less than true intentions, you know?
Well, and I noticed that, like, when you're being very successful, people like to hate on you. Like, for some reason, when I won this award that you see here, a lot of people's true colors came out. Instead of supporting me, they were now starting to, like, hate on me.
Yeah, well, you know, with all success, people, it's either jealousy or comparison, and people, you know, oftentimes aren't too happy, or they aren't where they expected to be in their lives. So sometimes they only see that success, and they don't see the years and years and years of work that you put behind it to get to that stage of your career. And like, dude, congrats on that award. It looks super dope.
Yeah, so you guys heard it here straight from the horse's mouth. It's a good thing you came on here. So it's still all love, y'all. So y'all can chill out.
Yeah, it's always still love. I mean, I've been a Juggalo since the 90s. So, I mean, I've been a part of this community. I think I mentioned, or I acknowledged it in the kind of like one big comment that was just running on Stream of Conscious of like, what do I address this? Like, man, I've been a Juggalo since there even was the term Juggalo Love. I was at the gathering in Toledo 2001 when Juggalo Family was first performed by Dark Lotus. And I remember like going to shows before that, and there was like an air of like caution and concern when you're like in a crowd where like you didn't know if someone's gonna pop off and like punch you in the mouth or like check nuts and just like punch you in the dick. Like,
yeah, a lot of people don't know. Back in those days, shows were wild.
I remember specifically Hollow Wicked 2001, seeing at the door where they were metal detectoring, and seeing like brass knuckles, flip knives, switch knives, chains that people used to be in the pit with like a chain link chain wrapped around their fucking arm so that they can hit people in the pit. I remember how ruthless it was. I was like, fuck going in the pit. I'm a little kid, and like these big kids were always like, I don't know. I come to learn that, you know, people were on painkillers and drunk as fuck, and they don't feel shit when they're in the pit. that helps with how ruthless they are. But
well, and I can see why they were being more strict in 2001, because, you know, 9/11 just happened, so they had to be strict.
Well, this was pre 9/11, and it just happened. It just happened, yes, because it was Hollow Wicked. I was thinking pre 9/11, the gathering was a totally different thing. My God, yeah, man, what a wild fucking shift in the world that was. If Juggalos are old enough to remember that shit, I was a freshman in high school, or no, freshman, maybe sophomore. But
yeah, I was young as hell when I got into this. I was about 7, 8, or 9. I forget the actual age, but now I'm like going to be 32. So I've been into this for quite a while, since I was a kid.
Yeah, you're in it for the lifetime. Most people are. You know, there are people that we used to say drop the hatchet, and you know, even myself, I went my own route and became Alligator Jesus, was touring with my brother, art director at a museum, doing other things besides Juggalo shows. And, you know, I just went to the first 8 gathering of the Juggalos, and then I kind of went on a hiatus and did my life until 2018 when I was invited to have a booth with Drug Lord of Drugs, the board game that was created by Tall Jess, who is one of the creators of Morton's List. You know, it's cool to have been welcomed back, and really I was asked back. Like Billy Bill saw me backstage at a House of Blues show when it was Killjoy Club playing and touring with everybody, and he's like, "Hey, ain't you that kid from Florida?" And I was just like shocked. I'm like, bro, that was 10 years ago. How do you remember me from Florida? But I guess that has a lot to do with like how active I was on the internet. Like I had the Six.com with my friends. We were this thing called Seeds of the Lotus around the time of Bizarre Bazaar. We were all like website ninjas. There was, you know, realjuggalos.net, darklotus.net, you know, all these websites that a small, very, very small group of us used to run. That was, you know, really how the voice of the Juggalos was heard. And ICP acknowledged that, and you know, they all identified who we were, who these Juggalos of interest were, that were like really the big mouthpieces. So they had us like as a street team promotional arm, promoting Ray Day and this whole motion to get like, you know, if you really dig into it, it kind of seems like it was just a scheme to get out of their contract, because they had like album deal, so they were trying to get out. That's why they released both Bizarre and Bizarre at the same time. So technically, they released 2 albums. You know, it was really cool.
Hell yeah, and I'm actually currently in Florida too.
Oh, cool. What part?
I actually live in Lakeland, so I'm literally in the Tampa area.
Nice. I like that. I was just with the artist last night from that area. Doechii is her name. You should look her up. Doechii. I was
going to ask you if you know any Florida artists. Tell them to hit me up, and I would definitely have them on to promote them.
She's pretty big now, I guess, or getting there. She nominated for a few VMAs, and she is going to do like a Florida tour for A&R and radio promotion and stuff in her home region. But she's from Tampa, Lakeland, she told me. I was at her house last night at like 2:30 a.m. taking her molds for grills.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't realize that the Florida Juggalo scene has been like very strong, like especially back in the day. They said from like mainly like the underground scene, they would say from like 99 to like 2012. And now the underground scene is still strong, but some people say it's not as strong. And I'm like, but there's still juggalos heavy here in Florida.
You know what's funny is you exactly dated the years that I was doing mini gatherings. The first mini gathering I did was December 1999 in Miami, Florida at Santa's Enchanted Forest. Santa's Enchanted Forest, rather. My tongue twist. But yeah, that was the first mini gathering. It predates the gathering of the Juggalos, and it was just an excuse to get kids from other high schools over to like one place where we could all hang out. We were all like very active online, but like I didn't drive. None of us really drove, and we all had like some excuse. Hey, mom, dad, drop us off over here, pick us up later. And I turned it into like a way to hang out with kids. It wasn't at the mall because, we all got in troubles at malls. Okay, there's 40 of us hanging out at a mall. We're all wearing ICP shirts, and then one shithead starts shoplifting. Well, what happens? Mall security is looking for a kid with an ICP shirt. Now we're all going into the office for the mall, and we were all getting busted for shoplifting, even though it was just one shit bag. It was like, all right, so we got to do this public somewhere else. There's other places I picked, like Boomers and bowling alleys and laser tag and go-kart racing places. And this was all when I was a teenager. And yeah, it got pretty popular. It got so popular that even Violent J, Isham, and Rude Boy showed up to a wrestling event mini gathering that I did.
Oh yeah, and I remember back in those days, even on their days off, they would go and chill in Florida.
Oh yeah, they were always there. There were a few girls in our crew that, they were like Rude Boy's girlfriend or et cetera's little side piece. They were always like.
And we have a question in the chat. Where in Florida are you originally from?
Miami. I went to South Miami Senior High for photography and art, and I went to South Miami Middle School for art and photography. These were magnet schools where they bus kids in from all over the county, and which was great because I made friends with kids all over Miami-Dade County. And then my best friend that I grew up with from like 4 years old until high school, he went to another school called Mass Academy in Key Biscayne, and he was tight with all the kids on Miami Beach. So I really had South Florida covered between the magnet schools and my really good homie. Like, we knew the Juggalos all over Dade County. So when we would do events, fuck it, we'd all show up in mass.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've been trying to do since I moved down here to Florida, and we could maybe collab together on that. I think we need to get like the scene really on and popping with shows down here again.
There's always like kids that are loud. I mean, Club Chaos was in Tampa area. They were always like a big thing. I mean, I don't know what they're all doing now, but those guys partied their fucking asses off. And it's really about having parties or any excuse to get people to come together. That's really what the mini gatherings were about. I did them, if not every month, every other month, as a way to keep kids active and keep people interested in ICP, because ICP, I mean, after Jekyll Brothers, I mean, they took like a while hiatus between Bizarre and the Wraith, right? They took like 2 years, so that we filled in the gap with that kind of scene of mini gatherings and kids like still getting together, even though there's no new music and there was like no shows for like over a year. Yeah, and then there were tours that they would just skip over South Florida too, man. They just wouldn't come that far south. They might do Jacksonville, but they wouldn't even do Tampa all the time, I think. So Miami to Jacksonville, that's a 9-hour drive, any way you look at it. So
yeah, and then Miami, I think from Lakeland, it's only a 3-4 hour drive, which ain't bad.
Yeah, that ain't so bad. I gotta say, one of the coolest things I got to experience, I think this may have been 2017, but ICP did a show in South Florida in Miami, and I was, for the first time in my entire life, able to go to a show. And like, mind you, I lived in LA at that time, but the way I felt, because my parents still lived in my family home, was go to an ICP show and then go home and take a shower at home and not have to jump in the car and take like a 5-hour drive or some shit. It was like always miserable being like hot and sticky or cold and sticky from Vega.
Yeah, and we've been getting a lot of like really good artists like blowing up. Like you told me before we went live that you were just doing a delivery to Ghostmane. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. He and his fiance are going to Europe, and wedding bands. They already announced their engagement, so
that's someone who I really want to get on the show. So maybe hit him up and we can maybe make that happen.
Good luck. He is a very difficult guy to get in touch.
Oh yeah, when he does do interviews, he's a very intellectual, very smart dude.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'll call him Eric because that's how I know him. I've known Eric for many years. We both came out of South Florida. He played a show that with his band before Ghostmane existed, before the project existed. And mind you, he doesn't call himself Ghostmane. He calls it Ghostmane Project. So that's why I say this. He had a metal band way before, and he opened up for my brother and I. My brother being Otto von Schirach from Miami. Oh, hey, how's it going? Give me a second, guys. I'll go off camera for a second.
All right.
I got my record, but I'm lost.
Yeah.
So don't worry, you're busy. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. Eric, getting him to do anything these days is really difficult.
He's really been blowing up, which is good.
His back catalog streams are insane. His Anti-Icon album that I helped with a lot is like really doing well overseas, and he's about to do Knotfest overseas in Europe Saturday. Yeah. He's playing main stage in 2 days, and that'll be his first show. His last show was here in LA in 2019, November 2019. And it's kind of weird because I've seen him perform because we did this Fender thing, and then I've seen him rehearse, and I've seen him do like stuff to record and stuff. But I mean, aside from the grips and the cameraman, no one else has seen Ghostmane on a stage or performing anything.
Which I always tell people that if you haven't seen Ghostmane, y'all need to. Ghostmane puts on a phenomenal live show. Like, I saw him at the Gathering 2019, which that was the Gathering that Suicide Boys performed along with City Morgue. Oh, he's back, y'all.
Sorry, as I'm in the streets, sometimes service is spotty.
It's all good, but yeah, as I was telling people, Ghostmane, if no one's seen him live, his show is phenomenal. I saw him at the Gathering 2019.
Oh, good. I was with him the day before at Lollapalooza.
Nice. I've watched footage of that. It's so dope.
Bro, that was such a show to help put together. I helped a little bit with that. I can't take that credit, though. That was Carlos Estrada, all these really great performers. You saw the Stiltwalkers and the Dominatrixes. And Lollapalooza was something special because they tattooed someone's face.
Yeah, I've watched that. That is like intense and it's awesome.
That is so cool. That is so insanely cool. Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and like bring like a co-host on if you're okay.
Oh,
with
cool.
That.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, let me go ahead and add him on.
All right, beautiful.
But I'm still here. All right, Scotty, hold on.
Scotty, not Scotty D, is it?
No, this is Scotty Two Balls.
Scotty Two Balls.
This is the guy who founded Carnival Spirits.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Sounds dope.
So yeah, I'm saying, Linton, you want to explain to us, how did you discover ICP and share your journey with that with us?
Me?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can thank this kid named Mike Smuklowski. I love his name. I always loved his name. But I went to elementary school with him, and he moved from outside of Detroit to South Florida with his family in 91. And in 91, 92, we were in second grade. And Mike Smuklowski had his older brother's cassette tapes. His older brother was like a year older than us, which is the same age as my older brother, so they get along. He had like cool music, hip hop music, the stuff we couldn't listen to. And I just really loved the illustration on the cover of Carnival of Carnage. And that was it. Carnival of Carnage was just a cool cassette tape that I liked the music. The music was great because it seemed like, he was killing cops and killing rednecks, which we're in South Florida. There's also a lot of like very racist people. So, I mean, wouldn't want to kill the hillbilly redneck guys that hated us, called us pick. I'm Hispanic, so I'm going to Lucky Gem for pickup.
He's already sick.
Yeah, I know. No, but he's working. I'll tell him. Yeah. Sorry about that. I gotta pick up a jewelry piece. I just gotta pick up from Lucky Gem real quick. Thank you. But yeah, I got into it through that cassette, and I only had it probably for about 1 or 2 months. And then my older brother was getting in so much trouble. He was breaking into homes. He was with his friends. They were getting like picked up by cops and going into juvenile detention. And my parents, like most parents back then, blamed the music with curse words. Anything with
my parents used to be like that too when I was younger, and then as I got a little older, they just mellowed out about it.
Yeah. With us, it was like, I think I had the Adam Sandler cassette with Piece of Shit Car and all these other songs that were really hilarious. But it was like, just for and
one of my favorite parody songs. One of my favorite parody songs that Adam Sandler's ever done is he's done like Elmo's Got a Gun instead of Janie's Got a Gun. It's called Elmo's Got a Gun.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go ahead and bring my co-host on.
You might lose me for just a minute because I'm going to go building that has no structure.
All right, if that happens, just hop back on.
Yes.
Scotty, turn your camera on, bruh. What's up, Scotty? Oh, we can't hear you, Scotty. Take your mic's off. Try refreshing. That usually helps. There we go. What up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What is that weird machine gun sound in the background?
What the?
Yeah, do you hear it?
No.
That ain't me. I hear it.
What are you doing out there, Scotty?
Man, I'm just fucking hanging out, man. I'm watching your fucking stream, and I see Alligator Jesus on here, and wanted to say what's up. And
Yeah, it's been a very good interview. He finally cleared the air, so I think people can chill out now.
is he gone?
Well, he said we might lose him because he's out and about doing jewelry deliveries, but he said he'll hop back on when he gets a good connection, so he might hop in and out.
Dude, I had so much I wanted to ask him.
But yeah, he cleared the air, so people can chill out now.
Okay, well, explain that. He cleared the air. What's the air?
He said none of the stuff that people are saying is true.
Well, like what?
Well, like how people say that he has ripped people off and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and bring him back on because here he is. Alright, here he is. Welcome back, bro.
Your mic's off.
You might need to refresh, bro, because your mic's off. Sometimes you have to refresh.
What's up, Scotty? Two balls.
There we go.
David, what's up, man?
You got that $5 you owe me from 1996?
Absolutely, man. I have it on my fucking Bitcoin.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Are you a ninja that I told about Bitcoin years ago?
No, dude. But I would love to fucking delve into your brain 100%, dude.
Oh, hell yeah!
Because look, man, I know you're on the street and stuff, and it's hard to focus, dude. As a original OG Morton's List ninja.
Oh, hell yeah!
Somebody who's been down for a long fucking time. Dude, I would definitely love to pick your brain about the whole juggalo shit. For real.
Dude, I'd love to be one to help you out. I think legally people have to say this is not financial advice, or I'm not a accredited whatever person. Take your own advice, make your own decisions. But on that note, fuck man, some crazy ass ninja told me about Bitcoin in 2011, and then I, made a very small.
I have no fucking idea what Bitcoin really is. I don't fuck with the crypto shit at all.
Yeah, I mean, think about every time you log into Facebook or YouTube or Google, you got to put two-factor authentication. If you forget your thing and it sends a text to your phone, and you just kind of have security measures right in place so not anyone can just hack your shit. Now, Bitcoin is just a log that everyone can put information into things we call blocked, and it's chained together, and it makes one continuous string that is simultaneously broadcast to every.
All right, David, I need you to fucking focus here, okay? David. Okay, the ICP choice to start doing NFTs. Wise or not?
Absolutely wise. Absolutely wise. You know why?
Okay.
Because that blockchain will be forever.
And there is no future of technology that doesn't have some sort of blockchain technology for security or built into it. At this time in our human existence, it's the best fucking thing we got for securely storing information. And that means copyright. The same way that artists have money given to them through ASCAP and all these other organizations, that every time you get a song played on the radio, they get a couple pennies or a couple cents for that radio play. That's why radio stations play advertisements, because that's how they afford that, right? They make money by playing ads, but they have to, every time they play music, they have to pay the artist their royalty.
All right. Hey, David, I want to take you back. I want to take you back in time right now, okay? We're going to do a fucking Doctor Who kind of shit, okay?
All right.
You remember way back online like before Dark Lotus Tales from the Lotus Pod even dropped. Okay.
Wow.
Where you were at as a juggalo. Okay.
Okay.
And you first, they originally dropped the track Black Magic online. Okay. You remember that, right?
Of course.
Like before Tales from Lotus Pod dropped.
Yes.
Okay. You were a part of the 6th?
Yes.
So there were seeds from the Lotus. You mentioned this just a little bit ago.
Yeah, Zach Munoz, Div Olson, Remedy, rather, not Remy.
So you were a part of the 6th. Can you name the all the seeds of the Lotus that were around back then?
Well, I just named 3. There was
We had
Zach Munoz, Dave Olson, Remedy.
No, the website names.
Oh, the website names. DarkLotus.net, Real Juggalos, the6.com. Was Malenko 500? Yeah. Fuck. Who are the others?
Dude, Malenko 500 was so fucking dope. ICP Forever, Fago Lovers.
Fago Lovers, of course.
Juggalo.
Other ninjas. The one that Chet Bortz did. What was that one?
Which one?
Chet Bortz. Charles Donald Bortz III is his government name, but Chet, he had one. It was like something else. It's such a blast from the past.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to bring you back there, man.
Yeah. Okay. I'm there.
Because I fucking love that whole fucking era, that whole fucking build up before. I mean, okay, maybe you can answer this for, yes, downforlife.com. ICP Forever. ICP Forever.com was one of them.
Yes.
Do you remember before Tales from the Lotus Pod dropped when ICP, Twisted, and Esham had all said they were going to have like pieces of a map in their albums, their next albums that were going to form the Necronomicon?
Yes, of course.
Do you remember that? Because nobody else seems to remember that shit.
I remember that. And do you remember when Vampiro was part of Dark Lotus?
Yep.
Because I even got the clipping of that, the little clipping off of some magazine, wherever it was I got it from. But yeah, they were going to release the Necronomicon, and it was all part of all of their shit. Was that not right? How did people not know that? I mean,
I'm saying nobody realizes that Esham was part of that. Like in the next Esham album was going to be a piece of a map, and in the next ICP album there was going to be a piece of the map, and Twisted same way, and nobody remembers that but me.
Yeah, that would have been a good concept back in the day.
It was.
Here's the thing. I mean, how do you say things without saying things outright? I work with a lot of musicians, and they hide things in plain sight. And I mean, Ouija, this is an easy one. Let me see. I can't flip my camera, can I? I guess not. I can't flip my camera, so I'll just hold them out. Because people know water damage. Yeah, I'll just do it. You got water damage, waste, land, trash, fire. And we know that's a very easy one to see because we all know stale, wind, is going to be all the elements as they kept going along with all the releases, right?
Right.
And there are things hidden in shit all the time. In Lil Nas X in Old Town Road, the image for that song, he hid a rainbow in the building, alluding to the fact that he was gay and that he was going to make the announcement eventually, but it was hidden in plain sight. So
dude, I'm saying right here, man.
There's shit hidden. There's shit hidden in plain sight in ICP stuff right now, and in all of this Juggalo culture. And like, do you think Violent J just stopped being that kind of guy? He hid shit for years and stuff, and he had such a bigger picture in mind. It's just like people just haven't figured out a lot of his clues.
No, I just want to say, hey, as a Juggalo dude, I'm fucking 40. I'll be 44 this year. Okay. So I've been a Juggalo for a long time. And the whole fact that you fucked with Lil Nas X and I know who you are.
Yeah.
I know your history. Like some of your, I don't know, like your biography and all that shit. And You know, I know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
He's that fucking bootlegger.
No, I fucking love Lil Nas X, and the whole fact that you were able to work for him.
Yeah,
that dude, I fucking love that, dude.
you know,
Like,
he's a fucking artist.
yeah, he's fucking incredible, dude.
Well, and you know what's also cool, Scotty, is he's done work for Ghostmate. He's done work for Beyonce. He's even done work for Madonna.
Let me see if I could show this without. I mean, it gets posted a lot with people coming into my showroom. If you tell me if you can see it, because I can't see the angle. But Ozzy Osbourne, Lil Lotus, Kid Laroi,
Fuck
Lil
yeah.
Aaron, Bad Baby, Bad Bunny, Lil Nas, Beyonce, Sean Paul, Ashmiko, Luigi, Ciara, Robert Pattinson,
Dude, fucking for real.
Walker, Kourtney Kardashian, Haley Williams, who is lead singer of Paramore.
The
Alexa
whole fact
Demi.
that you're a fucking juggalo and you fucking have that fucking graveyard right there.
That's a success story.
Dude.
That's what it
fucking-
is, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I really, you know
Yeah.
what's hanging the highest in the fucking space is my RIAAs that Shaggy Two Dope sent me.
Fuck
when,
yeah.
when you know, he may not publicly said because of all the drama that kids kind of associate with me. But dude, the two of us were talking all the time and working together on making really dope shit. And the one thing, like, there's some kid that, like, he made an hour-long special just, you know, I mean, he speculates a lot of weird shit and is accusing me of weird shit. He says, I even think that he's Mormon. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking weirdo.
That's a pretty
But,
big
like,
tell if you're Mormon, but
look at that, dude. It's
I'm
in
just saying,
Rolling.
dude.
It's in Rolling Stone this month. I don't have to fucking say shit, but like in my bio on my website, in fucking Rolling Stones this month, I still find a way to drop a mention of ICP, and that's really like at the heart of it. Like that's what we are. Is like if you're a juggalo, you're a juggalo for life, and you're gonna promote our family and the whole crew, and like. Kids are really all bent up in a twist over,
And that's why we started Carnival Spirits, because we wanted to, we're juggalos and we wanted to drop juggalo content. And then here on Carnival Spirits, we like to promote people a lot.
Look, man, we've been a fucking juggalo YouTube channel for over 10 years. Okay.
I saw that. You guys are dope as fuck to
Yeah,
be doing
over
it that
10 years.
long.
Yeah.
That's
So I mean, we're slept on a lot for sure. You know,
who cares?
No doubt about it. We don't really play into like the drama and shit aspects of
No, I
the juggalo
appreciate
stuff.
that. You guys
We
could have
try
asked me
not to.
questions. It would have like been like, oh man, this again. But you know, you could see that all in the comments on all those forums if you want to really dig into
Yeah,
it.
you know, I'm sure there'll
But,
be hundreds of fucking comments on this video. Well, this guy ripped
Oh,
me
yeah, for
off
sure.
for doing this and
Oh yeah. This
but
guy
you know
kissed
what?
my little sister. He fucked
Right,
my
yeah.
mother. Okay, whatever.
I mean, but dude, Morton's List. I want to know what your history with Morton's List is, because that's
So-
a game that's fucking near and dear to me.
Same. My first tattoo was the DCG logo on my back. And I got it on Halloween. And then I got this, you know, that right on my ring finger, on my left hand. So Morton's List, I mean, at least us old school ones, you might remember like the interviews with Jump Steady where he said, Morton's List is going to come with goggles. It's going to come with a survival kit. It's going to come with an axe. It's going to come with, and he was like hyping it up. Like it was going to be this game that was going to come like in this box with like everything you need to do everything you could do on the planet. And, you know, of course, Gathering Toledo 2001 comes along, and the 6.com and all of us Seeds of the Lotus, we all had booths. So I'm inside the convention center hours before doors open on day one, setting up our booth. You know, we made a banner, we brought a mannequin, we had a mystery box that we were doing a raffle because, you know, we got the booth for free, but getting there and hotel was all on us.
That's so dope, dude. I was at that gathering. That was
And,
my first gathering.
We had the booth, and the mystery raffle was going to be like an actual copy of Golden Goldies. You know?
Hell yeah.
It was like we had like really good ideas like back then. We're like, we're gonna hook some juggalo, we're gonna blow his fucking mind.
Right.
We have one of like, you know, 30 copies of Golden Goldies. Let's raffle it off, and someone's gonna win it for $1. Anyways, before
the booth, everything opens, and while Morton's list is being set up, I'm there, and I'm talking to none other than Netmaster Gordon, Brian Debler, who is running the booth for Morton's list. And Brian Debler is, also a juggalo, homies with Tall Jess, Rob, and everybody. He went on to take over doing the gathering after Rob left Psychopathic. But back then, he was just he wasn't even Netmaster Gordon at the time, I don't believe, because there was still Jason Jellynuts who was running the website.
Yep.
But Jason was, of course, Judge Highbone, the judge for Juggalo Court. It wasn't even Night Court because we were in convention centers at the time.
Right.
I digress. I go to the Morton's List booth, and I am determined to be the person who purchases the very first copy of Morton's List ever.
Dude, so what are your thoughts that they're going to reveal who Morton is this year? What are your thoughts there? You already know?
I already know.
You already fucking know.
And you're
That's
also going to be at the
bullshit.
gathering this year, am I right, bro?
I hope so. Lil Aaron and I are planning on it, but we haven't purchased tickets. I mean, we're fine. It's only like 50 minutes to a hotel. Like, it's easy to get there and fuck off and hang out. And,
Look,
I've already
you
talked
have
to them.
to fucking
I
go,
have a
dude.
pass, so I'd be fine to go. Sean Barrett is going, who's part of our crew. He portrays Uncle Jeff.
I love fucking Sean Barrett, dude.
We do a lot of content with him, and all of us were all talking about it backstage at Ouija's show on Monday. Like, we should all just go there and pull up. Like, Aaron, if he and I go, we'd be there for just 2 days. Anyways, Remedy from DarkLotus.net bought the very first copy, and I bought the second copy list ever sold to Juggalos. It was, the first 2 copies sold at the Gathering 2001. The official release day. It's not like that people didn't have copies of it before then,
Right.
but like, we were the first 2. I paid $30 for it, and I played that night a couple times. The first game I ever played, I said I would play that game for the rest of my life. Whatever quest it was, it could roll basket weaving.
Dude, for real. Yeah.
I would be a fucking world's best basket weaver ever.
Right. Yeah, man.
But that's not what I rolled. What I ended up rolling was Evade the Blockade. And without getting too much detail, I live my life without limitations. It's a good metaphorical way of considering that you don't let anything stand in your way of getting access or to a new stage in your life or to some experiential kind of thing that will change you and move you.
Facts.
Right? In the way you interpret that is up to you. But the way I interpreted it was Evade the Blockade is most of the times, there's a security guard or a fence or a door that's blocking you. But metaphorically, you see those things, and the only thing really stopping you is yourself. Because you can go up to that security guard and you can use your slick tongue or trickery or just punch him in the, poke him in the eyes, and then you can run by him. But it's your moral code and your moral compass that's stopping you from reaching that destination. And in all of our lives, we all have ourselves keeping us back from attaining something or going somewhere with our lives that we would like it to go. I've had so many people I've helped shake up of, patterns. It's oh man, I really want to take that trip to the Bahamas, but I can't. And I've eliminated that word. I can't. Can't is not in my fucking vocabulary, because I cannot removes the autonomy of self from being capable of doing something. I won't is a much better control of the language to empower oneself to make the conscious decisions and steps towards that.
Right.
Someone say I can't jump to the second floor of a building, but then we see these fucking videos of ninjas scaling a wall with just their fingertips and some skill. They actually learned the skill to scale a wall not using a ladder. So it's not that you can't, it's that you won't make the sacrifices necessary.
Yeah, see something we try to instill in our kids. we want to eliminate that phrase, I can't. You need to get that in your head. I can't yet. You may not be able to now, but you may be able to. You don't just eliminate it, you know?
A lot of people say I can't afford a car or a nice house or something. And it's like, but yeah, there's some people that buying a $8 latte from Starbucks every day. It's
Right,
like, yo,
exactly. Yeah.
$8 times 365. That's a car, dog. That's it right there.
You just got to get your priorities straight for real.
Exactly. That's it. 100%. Like, people really could, if they gave themselves the permission to, you know, to sacrifice something. Like, clearly there's things that, you know, someone will say, I can't abandon my kids and just go off and live in India as a Sikh.
Right.
Clearly you could.
I've ever did for more.
It would suck, but you could. You could do it.
You could.
Your brain,
right.
Right. You know, they might starve. You know, your breadwinner. You know, but yeah, you know, everyone could do many things with their lives, but they choose not to. So Morton's List, Evade the Blockade, was a game I played on July 13th, 2001, and remains a quest that I have not called End Time to.
So did you fill out your, like at the very back of fucking Morton's List, there's like a quest log. Did you fill that shit out?
I filled out a fucking quest log, the 360 degrees. I reached 360 years ago, and I didn't do it the way like that several other people. There's several other people that specialize in, you know, if you're the table master, you can get everyone else's degrees and then you just level up super fast.
Right.
I felt like that's not a fucking, I mean, yeah, it's a tactic, but it's a tactic and not experiential. The whole point of Morton's List, and the reason there's 360 degrees, is when you go 360 and you've played every quest on Morton's List, where are you? 360 is right where you began, but you've gone a whole revolution and experienced the world in a way that will land you right where you were. You'll be where you are, only holding like yourself and your presence and your experiences in you. The only thing that you're filled with after a full round of Morton's List questing for 360 degrees is the knowledge and the experience and the lack of boredom, because you've just done all this fucking great real life adventure. Like Tall Jeff and I were taking scuba diving trips and leveling up here in Catalina Island for years so that we can do Seeking Atlantis, you know? And then we're down there underwater, 18 feet underwater, we rolled Wish Fulfilled, and we all threw bottles into the ocean with our wishes.
That's awesome.
You know, we all hold ourselves accountable to fulfilling what we wished to on that day. And, you know, I, for one, am the full fucking embodiment of Morton's List and the spirit of this fucking game. That game, I chose to play it for the rest of my life and make it me. And that's who I am. I am someone that, like, took the spirit and the whole message of that game and continue daily to live it through, you know, constant focus and attention to attain new levels and new heights. And like, there's so many people that like, I accomplished what they would wish to do in their lifetime on a daily basis.
So have you ever thrown a fucking quest with a celebrity?
Yes.
Who?
Oh, you know who fucking gets down on Morton's List and likes it? Halsey. Halsey
really?
likes Morton's List.
That's awesome.
Halsey likes Morton's List. You know, I've explained Morton's List to Lil Nas. We've never played a game directly, but you know, I've shown him the book, and I've rolled the D30 and just like
you're doing the fucking Lord's work, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, with a little rebranding and
right.
Morton's List is going to take on a whole new life, and you guys just get ready for it.
That's the shit, man. Yeah, for real.
I mean, I hosted the third Karmic Gathering. So the first one was in Detroit, in Livonia, at the Livonia Mall, kind of where Sports Rock was. We rented a conference hall place, and we had a thing. And the second one was in Knoxville, Mutant 13. and the third one we did in Miami. Was it the third? Yeah, because then the next one was Alaska. I might have that order mixed up. But
okay, so
you know,
you were born in Florida, right?
Miami, yeah, different from Florida. Miami's a whole different.
How did you get exposed to ICP at all?
Oh, I mentioned a little earlier. When I was in second grade, there was a kid, and he had moved to Miami from Detroit, from greater Detroit area.
Okay.
The cameras were first, so it's
second grade.
Yeah, so that's 92. And he just had a copy of Carnival of Carnage, and I just liked the clown. And at the same time, you know, my brother was listening to gangster rap, which was really popular. NWA was really popular.
Dude, that was right before fucking the Chronic fucking hit the street. Like, yeah, I remember the era. Yeah.
And my parents really, that seemed harmless at first, but they cursed like a motherfucker in that album.
Yeah.
And specifically, I liked "Fuck the Rebel Flag" because there was a lot of white supremacy kind of racist kids in the school I went to. Yeah. My mom was she was employed at the elementary school I went to, and it was in like a very white neighborhood.
Oops.
And I'm a Hispanic kid, so I got called spick a lot. I also got called faggot a lot because I was the artistic kid. And
that's terrible.
Yeah, I just like this. I liked the fucking album that said "Fuck Your Rebel Flag" because there was kids that would like wear rebel flag T-shirts and fucking hats and all sorts of dumb shit.
Right.
That like, the South will rise again. Fuck you.
That's dope, dude. I'm glad you were able to have that fucking outlet when you were younger.
Well, my parents quickly took it away. My brother was starting to get into some trouble, like breaking into houses, just doing dumb shit, and I had a cassette with curse words. My parents would.
Right.
I remember the day they were like listening to all of our music, and on the second there was a one curse word, they would hit stop and take it out.
See, I can't do. Look, I have 5 kids, so you know, when I look at what they're listening to, it's not a matter of curse words or anything. It's whether it's like cringe or not. But I don't even take it out. Let them fucking listen to it.
Yeah.
That fucking resonated with them somehow. So let them listen to it. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, we are all learning from. I don't have any kids that I know of, but there are juggalos that have raised kids with a whole new set of skills that weren't available to their parents who raised us. You know, we've seen technology now come into all of our lives. It's in particular, remember when we started using computers in school?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you remember before we had computers and we were at the library looking stuff up, and then the transition, and then all computers.
Dude, I remember Napster and LimeWire and trying to download fucking the Juggalo show and like all this shit that was just released.
Because who could afford a fucking 13 CD set thing that was like over $100? You know what?
Right. Well, it wasn't even available.
$100 may as well be $10,000 because $100.
It's not that you couldn't buy it. It's that it wasn't available to get. You know.
True. That's true. Also,
there was like dial-up fucking. You know, you start downloading it the night before, and maybe you would get it the next morning.
Yeah, I remember having like a CD. I had a kid that I guess his father worked at some particular job that they had really fast internet. So he was like the guy that all of us, we would give him track lists of what we wanted to hear.
Oh, shit.
And then he would download it. So it would be like Dirtball, and then like 5/8 or something into the track, it would just cut out.
Yeah.
And go into something else. Like, damn it. He's like, oh yeah, and he would tell you, I got 75% of most of these songs. And you're like, oh.
Or you'd get that fucking track by The Real Slim Shady by Christina Aguilera. But they like tagged ICP in it, so every time you look up ICP.
Yep. Oh my god. What a
That fucking era was.
I forgot
It was
all
fun.
about the beef that Christina and Eminem had.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Who says that Karmic Devastation was dope? You're an amazing host.
Epic quest for random adventure.
Oh, that's fucking Brad, man.
Oh, that's Brad. Hell yeah, dog. You're the best, man.
New
Brad
fucking
jumped in the
Twilight
fucking
Lord,
dumpster
man.
with
So
us.
fucking proud of him, man.
Yeah, he's a gangster.
He's killing it, man.
Brad has like a lot of juggalos. I mean, okay, all right, for real. Check this out. The first jewelry piece I ever fucking made, ever.
Hell yeah.
What year was that?
2001, 2002. So
Damn, dude. You've been doing
You've
this
been
for
doing it for a
20
long
years,
time.
man.
So explain to us in the chat what made you want to start doing jewelry for people.
Juggalos wore this little thing on their chest that showed that they were a juggalo. And being Seeds of the Lotus, ICP played at the Bizarre Bazaar tour in Boynton Beach, Florida. And I was there with Zach and Dave and everybody else. And at that show, Joe told everyone in our crew that didn't have a Hatchet Man charm, go to the merch table and go get one. And we all got Hatchet Man charms.
Shit, dude.
And, I got given my first Hatchet Man charm. And, it was fucking cool. It was a 2000 Hatchet Man charm that I wore. And just said,
I
this
will
is
be
cool.
right
I'd love
back,
to know
and I
how to
have a
make this
fucking
stuff.
awesome story. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I will be right back, and I have an amazing story with what I'm bringing here.
Cool. Awesome.
So yeah, like, why wait for Scotty? Like, show us how, or explain to us like how you got these like connections with Psychopathic and these artists and whatnot.
Stefan Kudek. Stefan.
Oh yeah.
Stefan was gracious enough to not hang up the phone every time we'd call him. We used to call him up at the warehouse and ask him for the 6.com. We were like just some annoying little kids calling up Psychopathic and asking if there was new shirts that were going to be out on the tour, if there are new colorways, we'd always push our boundaries and be like, what's the name of the next Joker's card? But Stefan was kind enough that in 99, when I started to do mini gatherings, he would send me swag boxes because they didn't have any street team presence in South Florida. So Stefan and then Jason Jellynuts were very hyper aware of us doing shit in South Florida pre-gathering and promoting the fuck out of South Florida Juggalo culture through these events. When we're doing things at Boomers, I mean, he would send me Mad Professor samplers before that and then, those trading cards that came in the documentary.
Yeah,
Man,
I remember those.
I used to hand out those like fucking stacks of them that they.
So
would
it
send
was
me.
like street teaming before street teaming was even a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool that Stefan was sending us stuff because we could just give it away, and then hopefully, if some kid liked the imagery, like the same way I got into it. I just liked the clown, man, and the drawing was really cool. I was way too young to be listening to that stuff, but again, I was the right perfect age. It was really cool ninjas like Stefan, like that old school era of guys that worked at Psychopathic were so cool to like acknowledge us and see what we were doing and be like, oh yeah, fuck it, let's give them a table at the gathering 2001.
Yeah, I'm part of like the Ouija Mac, like Chapter 17 street team, and Scotty actually he used to street team for Strange Music, and he's part of the Psychopathic street team over there in Kansas.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, man. See, that's all there is to it. Like connecting with the fans is really something that you can't take lightly. Like I was at Travis Scott's show, I got asked to go to the show by his whole team and everything, all these people. He performed at the 11 nightclub in Miami, and it was his first public appearance and first show since the travesty that happened at Astroworld.
Right.
And I gotta tell you, man, that guy fucking loves his fans.
Well, and it's sad that people are trying to cancel him because he's a very talented dude.
Man, fuck him. People
Right.
make mistakes. mistakes happen, and he
Dude,
doesn't
yeah.
fucking organize crowd control. He just goes on the stage and does his fucking job.
And his music is phenomenal. Like, I've watched footage of his live show. I'm like, that looks like an awesome time.
You know what? This guy spent his entire life making his art, and he's dedicated himself to changing the world with fucking music. Like, and now I'm so angry with my life and that I do nothing to contribute to this fucking world like that on that level. I'm going to cancel him. But, you know, I've seen firsthand how fucking powerful even one person's voice when they try to cancel you can be.
Yes.
Like, and it sucks in some ways, and it's great, and it's democracy, and like, as an artist, you can let it bother you and tear you down, or you can just keep moving and like keep rolling, because you know, fuck
all right,
it. You get rid of haters, you can really fuck yourself.
I had 2 purchases that I remember that I still have from way back in the day, before Hatchet Gear, before Psychopathic March, before all that shit. They had the ICP store.
Yes.
The first one was a K1 Great Malenko jersey. And but my fucking dude, it fucking pains me because I had a puppy back in the day that like chewed holes in it and shit. I still have the jersey, but the fucking dog, it fucking kills me. You know what I'm saying? But this was my other one.
Oh, cool.
This,
look at that Fixed Bail 2000.
It needs fucking polished like 100%.
Man, I wish
But
there.
yeah.
There's a chat. Damn, I haven't even noticed there's a chat that I can chat with everyone in the studio.
Yeah, I need to get this chapter 17 charm polished.
No, we're not going to talk about chapter 17. We're talking about this 2000 Hatchet Man card.
Oh, look at that. Brad saying that shark was the best shark. Kind of rough. Don, did you already ask him about the post Ouija made? Oh, yeah. We did talk about it. Guys, I'm Jeff now seen, and Stefan Clopton, dope as fuck. Did you remember downforlife.com?
Yeah.
What happened to Scott's ring? Not sure who Scott is. Hey, David, Colin vetted you to me. I want to trust you. Cool. I don't know who Scott is, though. Scott's ring. Oh, well. But
it's not me, because, you know, the only ring I have is the one I got married with, so.
Oh, cool. Are they talking about your ring? Something with you?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Anywho, proceed, Scotty.
There's this proper cool dude. I love this guy. I love him. You gotta love this guy. He's such a character. His name I think is Scott Bessler, and he would do these songs like he would dance. He was like straight up like Ric Flair, like dancing and like dramatic as fuck. And there was like a whole thing with the ring. There were rings that I gave away for free to like ICP, psychopathic employees and such. And he got his hands on one, and he was just like cuckoo. I think he bought it from another guy, and this guy charged him hundreds of dollars. And then I was out of town, and rather than him sending it back to the guy who he had bought it from, somehow Trader's Crypt had given him, Scott Rutherford, my bad. Rutherford, not Bessler. Was that him? Is that the dancing guy? He's comical as shit. But yeah, they sent the fucking ring to my house while I was out of town, and I never got a package with the ring. And apparently, like, it was this whole thing with Christian Ike, Trader's Crypt Craig, and Rutherford, and it was like, you know what? It was too complicated for me to even follow. My grandfather was dying, and I was like, whatever, guys. You know, that's on you guys. But mind you, like, that Ike kid, he had come over to my house a lot. We had become friends. He clearly knew my what's it called? My gate code. My suspicion is that the guy intercepted his own package, and since I didn't get it, I'm like, whatever. But then the same pieces were being traded elsewhere. And they were like forensic ninjas. Like, dude, they were looking at like the markings on prongs on shit. And I was like, oh man, kudos to you guys. You're looking at things with microphone glasses that even me, I make the shit and I don't even look at it that closely. But they were trying to implicate me in some crazy conspiracy thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out.
This is too much Kool-Aid and too fucking weird for me, guys. I'm too busy to fucking do.
Well, that's why I'm glad you came on and cleared the air. So now people can probably chill out a little bit more.
Yeah, man. It's just like sometimes. I mean, I said it best in this one post. I commented on Ouija's post. So it's like, you know, you pulled out that charm. You have a very fucking strong emotional connection to that physical object. Now, that charm was made by the hundreds, but out of hundreds and thousands of them, out of all the thousands of them that have ever existed, no one is your charm except that one charm. That charm has such a deep meaning to you, and there's probably some memories tied to like a dent in a leg or like a bend in the arm, you know, or a clipped dreadlock. All that shit is so meaningful to some kids, and these are totems. Like look, it inspired me to be a jeweler, and look at where I am. That one object really did channel something in me, and those things are really powerful, and we assign so much emotion and importance to those things, but at the end of the day, like, to anyone else, it's just a piece of silver. To any jeweler, bro, it's worth
it's your
$3 or
art
$10.
basically.
Yeah, it's worth $10 when you melt it down, you know, whatever it is. But like, we as juggalos hold so much meaning for those items. And when I was making my versions for everybody, I tried to make them have even more of an identity, right?
Right.
In the time when I was polishing and help, you know, kids were sending them to me like broken neck, elongated arm. You know, they're notoriously, they clip a table as you're standing up, and it clips either the head, front dreadlock, or the hatchet, and it fucking just bends, right? I'm fixing a lot of charms for some kids, and the whole while I'm looking at these, and some of these I'm like, bro, this is like so poorly made. This isn't even silver. But you know what? This is what this kid bought in 2003 or 4 or 5, and this is his charm, and this is what it is. I mean, like, fix it up to the best of my ability. And I think for one thing, what people really don't understand is, like, when you have scratches on the surface of jewelry and you polish it, it weighs a lot less after polish.
Dude.
And a lot of kids really obsessed with the weights of stuff that, like, oh, I sent him something that was 17.9 grams and then he gave it back to me, it was 16.8. Like, yeah, but it had a gap along the whole front.
I'm saying, dude, I've had this for 23 years here.
Yeah.
No, not 23. It's the 2000. So 21 years at least. Yeah. I've never had it polished. You know, I've taken toothpaste to it, polished it myself. But as far as that, I've never had this polished for anything. Yeah, it's not shiny or anything. And I do want to go get it fucking polished up at a local jeweler's, you know, just to see what they charge. Maybe $10 or something.
Wow. Okay, look at this, guys. This is a really good example right here. And I'll see how best I can show, because the camera seems to be reversed here. So this is a grill that I'm making right now, right? And you can see right here, I don't know, it's in the correct way. This thing, when I cast it before polishing, it weighed 5.6 grams, and I paid $40.27 per gram. And this thing cost me $225.51 in gold. That's this little grill right here.
Okay.
Right? So now 5.6 grams, right? And now it's zeroed out. And let's see. All right. Let me see. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Now weighs 4.5 grams after polishing. So it lost 1.1 grams in polishing. And this is tiny compared to a hatchet man.
Right.
So that's a lot of, like, the kids that cry that their charms were swapped and shit. Is like they harp on shit like that, and it's like.
And I think obviously some people didn't take maybe jewelry class when they were younger, because I had a lot of homies that went to jewelry class when they were younger, and they would explain this stuff to me too.
Yeah. It's like, but one kid with popularity amongst traders because he trades with people. He's now all of a sudden my homie, and if he jumped on the bandwagon of hating on Alligator Jesus, like I'll never win over those kids. And you know what? I'm totally fine with that because at the end of the day, I'm doing stuff on such an international level now.
Dude, yeah.
And still, like, look at fucking Rolling Stone, man. I'm still waving the Juggalo flag. Like, I'm still, like, proudly. And I told Joe this in 2018. I'm like, bro, I'm going to become the most famous Juggalo in the world. More famous than you and Joey. Watch. I'm going to do shit that's going to get on an international level and fucking, make the whole world look at what a Juggalo could do. And I posted, there's an Instagram post from a few years ago where I was texting back and forth with Joe, and he was just like, bro, you're going to be the guy from all of Juggalodom and stuff. And it's really cool. And it was really inspiring to have, this father figure kind of guy talking to me like that. And then they went on and didn't pay invoices. I won't get into that. They just simply.
Well, like I tell people, when the people you look up to start giving you props, it's the greatest feeling in the world. Like I remember when me and Scotty and the rest of the crew geeked out when ICP on their social media dropped us by name and gave us prop. They're like, shout out to these YouTube ninjas.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. You've been doing it for a decade. And it's great because I tell people all the time, it took 10 years, it took a decade to be an overnight success over here. I've been doing this steady for 10 years. And I should note that I have it all to thank to the Juggalo world and the Juggalo community, because I really did leave jewelry for about 6 or 7 years because I got ripped off by Juggalos that I was doing charms for. It was a classic, like, I don't know, how do we know we can trust you? You know what? You send the charms first and then we'll send the money.
Yeah, right.
Womp, womp, womp.
Right.
I think it was not even that much. It was something like it was like $600. So $600 was everything to me.
Look, I'm saying you're in a position where you're established.
Yeah.
Right?
Now
you're established. You don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore.
No, I don't. And I only out of the love for the Juggalos themselves, even the kids that hate me to death, I fucking still love them, man. Like they're still, if you got hate in your heart, you also got love in your heart. You hate because you love something else so much. And don't look at me as a threat to the Juggalo world, because I'm not. Like,
no, dude. Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like, and I'm not gonna trash talk by name, but there's like a jewelry company that is straight up taking money out of the hands of Ouija Mac and ICP, and these guys have families, and these guys support their artistic careers by selling objects to Juggalos. And when these guys use their symbols and their intellectual property and sell it on their website and don't give a single penny to the artists themselves, that's like the same as pirating. That is literally what we called bootlegging back in the day.
And that's what I like about you, is you actually make sure that the artists get their like slice of the bread, basically.
Bro, whenever I sell whenever I don't sell Hatchet Man charms. In the time since I've stopped working for ICP as a vendor, I've made one charm that was literally a kid gave me the budget to make the most badass Hatchet Man charm that has ever been made. It's like thick as fuck, solid, and it's got 3 rows of diamonds all along the sides. And it's a fucking dope piece of jewelry. It's like the charm of all charms. It's a charm I wish I could have seen made in my lifetime. And the guy is really cool. And he's just like earned a living. He does like something, an honest living that just like has awarded him a really good salary. And he bought himself, he's been down since Ringmaster era. That guy's super down from Detroit. He's not some bullshit kid. Like, there's a lot of kids that have, bullshit stories. I've been down since so and such. Well, all right, whatever. If you don't know the term Malenko, then you weren't around.
And I like hearing about juggalos that are very successful and they create their passions out of the love for this juggalo culture and community. You started a jewelry thing out of the love for the juggalo culture and community. We started this YouTube channel out of our love for the juggalo culture and ICP and the underground scene. And here we are after 10 years. We now have our official store, y'all.
Nice. You sell merch?
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, cool. Send me a link after this.
Oh, yeah. There's links in the description of this stream.
Dude, yeah. It was
I'm
most recent thing.
I'm rocking a shirt from a Juggalo's company that this Juggalo came and visited me a couple weeks ago. Stamp Man. And he does custom concrete. And, you know, like, I show so much love and support for the community. Like, that's like forever. Like, I carry Bambi's merch in here in the shop, the Sad Stripper Society. When Rudy
Shouts to
Mazzio-
her.
Yeah, she does really cool stuff. She'll be at the gathering selling her Sad Stripper Society merch. I think I got a couple Prolo, which I don't know.
Prolo! Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got Prolo hats in the claw machine over here. In the claw machine, there's a stack of like $400, a bunch of mushrooms, which are legal in the state of California.
Hell yeah.
Beanies, Prolo hats, and stuff. Yeah. There's Fago in there. I think it's buried right now by the.
I might have to take a trip to your shop in California sometime.
Oh yeah, and then also I did this really funny thing for the holidays where some of my clients that are actually like my friends, I turned them into like anime car stickers.
That's awesome.
But I turned them into big titty sexy anime car stickers. So here's the Ouija Mac.
Yeah, that one is sick. I love it.
Here's the Ghost Main.
Dude.
The Lil Nas X. So I turned the guys into girls.
Dude, for real.
Lil Aaron.
I will definitely purchase some of that.
Yeah, they're funny. But you know, like all in fun. Like, dude, that's juggalo as fuck in my eyes. Like doing dumb shit like that.
Look, man, I'm thinking vicariously as a juggalo who's been down for over fucking 20 years. To see you being a juggalo that's been down for over fucking 20 years and like fucking popping in your area.
Yeah, man.
It's inspirational. It's fucking awesome. Dude. Yeah. Lil Nas X, fucking Ghost Main, fucking Ozzy Osbourne, fucking your fucking graveyard was fucking
Madonna
beautiful.
of all people even.
Madonna, I mean, yeah, Madonna, Beyonce, all these really big names that are like people. Like I'm talking right now again to Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. I'm making stuff for Green Day again.
Fuck yeah!
Like I do stuff for like really cool creative artists that we all know their names, and that's cool and all. But like, see them go on to use it for their creativity. Like
keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've been talking.
Dude, I'm just saying, you're like this little fucking water sprout here saying, I'm a juggalo. I'm like putting my shit out there.
It's
so
awesome.
if anybody looks into my history,
they're
going to see where the shit originated from. You know what I'm saying?
You guys, I don't know if you've dug this, but there's like articles from like 10 years ago. Let me find these and just like read some quotes. Do you remember when the ICP Jack White Mozart thing came out?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So let me find it. And I just got contacted by a writer from a publication in South Florida. And I was like, he just like wanted a comment, right? And here it is. Juggalo responds to Insane Clown Posse and Jack White's. Let me read the thing. Jack White's Mozart cover. So I'll just fast forward to the thing.
Yeah, when I heard about that collaboration, I geeked out because growing up, I've grown up listening to ICP and I've grown up listening to Jack White and stuff.
Yeah. So here's the quote from the article. David Alligator Jesus Tamargo, one-time king of the South Florida Juggalos, was quick to give us the educated inside scoop. In talking to him, we were reminded that Mozart was the clown prince of his day. And much like ICP, he questioned the status quo and farted in the face of convention. And my quote he says about ICP, he's quick to point out when they are forced to contractually make albums for their old label, they farted them out. I think I mentioned that earlier today, how they just like bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
about joining forces with garage rock band, he shed some light on Posse's musical skills. There was song Bizarre proved that they can do any genre of music, jumping from metal to punk to emo and making fun of everybody who just judges their style and doesn't get the overall picture. ICP is more than two guys. If you flip out about them working with Jack White, think about this. They've worked with Slash, Alice Cooper, and Old Dirty Bastard. They even appeared on ODB's last album. You know, so I was quick to point out like history of ICP. He thinks the Juggalo community will totally understand what is going on here. So then this is my next quote. ICP is going to spin this to create more controversy. Their overall objective is not to care what people think or how it's going to be received. It's just the next page in the book of a band that won't just go away. They are so in tune with how to play with the media. Yeah, I'm giving them their props. So yeah, that was it. That's the article. Like there's a little bit before, but like this is August 31st, 2011.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then we can go even further. When you type in David Tamargo Juggalo, there's an article that was covering me as an artist because at the time I was a photographer. Well, there's this one that covered like the top 100 artists in Miami, and in no just random numerical order. But one of the things I said was right here. What's something? Where is it? What's something? Oh, come on. Ads everywhere. As a teenager, I would organize the Juggalo gatherings in the state of Florida for Insane Clown Posse. I took gigs photographing their events out of state. I have the weird honor to say ICP has shown up to my parties, had me on stage during their shows, and shouted me out in a couple albums. They mentioned the 6.com is what I'm referring to in some songs. And when they say, don't be surprised when we waltz up in there and shit, like talking about shows.
Vampiro and Sabu. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Because it was a Vampiro Sabu. Like they were there at a wrestling show with Vampiro and Sabu.
Represent the Juggalos with nothing but love.
Yeah,
dude,
it's time, dude. My entire interview, I end with this sentence. Even after many years out of the scene, I am still part of this crazy network of friends and consider myself a Juggalo. And that's my article interview from January 2011.
Hell yeah.
Like, I've been about it for fucking decades.
Yep.
And like, at that point, I'd been doing this for 12 years. You know? So it's like, people, and I was getting known as an artist and performance artist and photographer and shit. I helped start a film festival, and we introduced directors and writers, and we would make films about South Florida. Two of the people that we introduced were Terrell McCraney and Barry Jenkins, and I ended up working on a film with them called Moonlight, and that went on to win a bunch of Oscars. Like,
that's awesome.
Like, we all, like, it's cool, like how behind the scenes Juggalos are like, oh, my friend Kyle Stryker, who he just shot the whole campaign we did with Ghostbane this week here in LA. We drove together to the Gathering 2004, and he's a homie of mine for 25 plus years. He's been my friend, and like, he's here in LA as a camera operator, and he's worked on so many Netflix shows and TV shows and documentaries that the world has seen. And
so see, y'all, Juggalos can be successful.
There are so many successful Juggalos, and I love it because there's this huge network of kids that are like, not kids, I'm a kid in my head. I talk about kids, and I say we a lot because I talk about the collective Juggalo community, you know? Some kid was giving me shit over like the way I use we and I interchangeably, and it's like, dog, like, grow up. You love to pretend you're the smartest kid in the room because you're correcting people's syntax and diction. It's like, dog, I wrote that shit at 5 a.m. Give me a break.
Right.
But the collective we of Juggalo community, like, we've really helped shape American culture, and we continue to do it. And, you know, at the heart of it, like,
dude, I'm just saying, you're a huge part of that.
Thanks.
A lot of these artists you fuck with would have no fucking clue about the Juggalo culture unless you did.
Halsey's wearing a fucking Morton's List ring on tour, bro.
That's
It's like,
what I'm
what the
saying.
fuck? She's wearing the Twilight Scroll ring, and she's wearing the DCG ring. Like, you know, there's artists that fuck with it heavy, and I gotta dig it up. There's photos of Lil Nas wearing the DCG ring.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
you know, like I got this shit on lock. I got artists that are so mainstream, rocking ICP shit and Juggalo shit.
Right.
everywhere.
And they don't even know
Everywhere.
it.
Well, they do, because they know. Oh, they're like, oh, this, I like that. It's like your tattoo. You know, they'll say something
Right,
like that.
right.
Or, they like me, so then they keep working with me, and I work with them for years.
Dude,
And-
yeah, fuck yeah. You're the
I think
fucking Mr.
Alex
Link.
Abyss said it perfectly years ago. He said it won't be long before we infiltrate and take over this whole fucking world, and we did.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I think I remember that quote. And yeah, there we are. We're
Dude.
here. We're right here, man. We're doing it.
100%.
As the saying goes, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah. Guys, it's 7:00. We could talk for hours, but
Oh,
I should
dude, we
wrap it up.
could. Dude,
gonna-
I just
I'm
want to
gonna be
say,
working
I
late.
just want to end on this note, okay? Alligator Jesus. I slurred that. I had a couple beers. It's all right. Alligator Jesus, dude. I have so much respect for you.
Thank
you know, I see all the shit online, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I take it with a grain of salt just because you've never fucked me over personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have anywhere to go there. But I know you've been in this fucking scene for a long fucking time. I know you like were down with Morton's List, like hardcore. I know, dude, part of the Six.com. That's a big fucking plus. Seeds of Lotus, dude, for real. I was part of ICPforever.com.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think I was.
Oh yeah, and
The-
you're
the
always
main
welcome to
owner,
come
like-
on the show anytime, bro.
Thank you, guys.
But dude,
You know, it's fucking great to talk to juggalos. I always make time. I had a juggalo in here yesterday. Oh, Medford's here. Talk about a juggalo. You a juggalo?
Whoop whoop.
whoop, whoop. Hell yeah, dude, for real, dude. Keep up the great fight, dude.
Thank
You've
you.
been down for a long fucking time, dude. It's great to hear your stories. It's
Thank
great to see you succeed in what you're doing.
Thank
and
you.
And we were glad that you came on here to clear your side of the story and tell people, hey, it's still all love between me and Psychopathic and Ouija and all
Yeah,
that shit.
Oh, of course, it's still all love. I mean, I literally just made charms for Violent J. Like, come on, man. They just
You
paid
guys heard-
$1,000. Give me a fucking break. Like, you don't if you don't give $10,000 to people that you're not cool with. You know what I mean?
Right.
So chill, guys. Like, if ICP's gotten over it, like, really take a look at yourselves and like, why are you holding grudges? Because I forgave them. They had nothing to forgive me for because I did nothing wrong to them, and they realize that now, and that's why they fuck with me again. So fuck it.
Right.
So all you
100%,
people
dude,
online now, you can chill the fuck out.
Yeah, everyone else has, except Scott
100%.
Rutherford. He's still dancing in his bedroom. I hope he is. That kid was fucking awesome.
David, I wish you nothing but success in your future endeavors, dude. Your story is very inspirational. You know, all the artists you fuck with right now, I fuck with quite a few of them. So,
well, thank you, man.
Even
And who
being
knows,
a
you might
juggalo-
see a Alligator Jesus and Carnival Spirits collab in the future. Who knows?
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
if not a t-shirt, that would be fucking dope.
Well, send me that link because I'm gonna cop some shirts.
Yeah, there's
Sure,
a link
man.
in the description.
Hell yeah.
And if you do like upload a video or post a photo, because then I'm gonna make like a video slideshow.
Beautiful. Hey guys, enjoy the gathering. If I don't make it because things come up with work over here, enjoy it and enjoy the Morton's List
Hey,
seminar.
much love, David.
We put
Have
a
a
lot
good
of love
night.
into that thing.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Much love, bro.
Later.
Oh yeah. Well, we still have a few more topics to touch on, Scotty, if you still want to be my co-host.
Oh, well, shit. What are the topics, man?
Well,
You
let's
didn't give me
see.
a heads up.
Well, let's see.
Hold on. I think my van is either dead. I'm trying to, like, hit the light because... Hold on. Oh, there it is. but I'm not hanging my door up.
Well, I haven't shown like the Juggalo related meme of the week that I found. So do you want to see what the Juggalo related meme of the week is?
All right, let's see what it is.
This one always cracks me up. I have a segment that where I find Juggalo related memes that are just clever and funny. Like here's one.
Rolling up on my haters like, oh yeah. Nice.
And speaking of that, this is something I'm really excited for, to see this video.
Absolutely, man. There's a lot of hype for that shit. Yeah. It's like the return of Violent J from the fucking dead for the past year.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to see Violent J in something? Fucking awesome. Can't wait.
And I like how they're wearing jumpsuits, so it looks like it's going to be an old school, like, 90s rap vibe that we grew up on.
Well, they're riding a cop car, too. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Well, in the samples that Ouija's been in the samples Ouija's been playing, where he's been playing a little bit of Jay's verse, from what I've been hearing, Jesus Christ, Jay.
Dude, yeah, I'm not even trying to listen to that shit. I don't want spoilers.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm really excited for. Like, I was going to mention this earlier. I like how even Ouija's been, like, very cryptic in his message. Like, he created a whole game plan with this elemental thing, like, with his releases. It's very clever.
Absolutely, man. It's been an exciting fucking ride for Stalewind to fucking pop off.
Hell yeah. Of course, we can speculate. What do you think this mystery set at the Gathering ICP is doing?
I've seen all kinds of speculation, and I don't think any of them are right. People were saying Twisted is going to be the fucking mystery fucking question mark thing. People are saying Dark Lotus. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like a 15-minute block, right? You have to look into the whole timeline. It's not going to be fucking Dark Lotus. It's not going to be Twisted. It's not going to be even Blazy Dead Homie. Unless Madrox fuck Blaze's niece. You know? It's not going to
For
happen.
all we know, maybe DJ Paul's going to be there, and DJ Paul and Jay and Shaggy are going to do a Killjoy Club set.
Well, no, I did see DJ Paul was just going to do surprise for 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
I did see that.
Because the entire time I was there when he was performing that, I'm like, okay, is he going to bring Jay and Shaggy on? Because that would be dope.
Right, yeah, it would be the shit, man.
But we know they're doing a jukebox set for one of the nights at the Gathering where they're performing songs that they rarely perform, which is dope.
Look, I'm saying I have my hopes and expectations for that question mark you got there.
Yeah, let's pull it
It's
up.
probably not going to fucking happen, like, at all. You know? It's probably going to be something fucking stale, in my opinion. But it doesn't mean it's going to be stale in somebody else's opinion. You know, it may be the signing of Cybertronic Super Spree to Psychopathic Records. I don't know.
Right? Or it could be the signing, since people keep bringing it up, of this man.
Zitro? No. He's 100%.
Which shout outs to Zitro. He's a very chill dude.
No, Big Sherm, I have a lot of respect for. Andy Sherman. Zitro is remaining 100% independent. He's not signing a gaming label. So I call bullshit on that one.
Right. And here's some other dope news that we talked about earlier. Congrats to Straight Jacket and Schizo for signing to Monstar Entertainment.
Absolutely, man. That's so fucking dope. I'm excited for it. You know, I do like me some Monstar Entertainment. I loved fucking Light's Metamorphosis album.
Yeah, I love what Light's been doing, and it's good to see him back in the industry and hustling and grinding more than ever.
Dude, that's all you can do in this fucking Juggalo world. Like, 100%. Like, a lot of Juggalos don't want to think about this on a real level, like a survival fucking level. You know?
Mm-hmm.
All these underground people, fucking Light, yeah, he's shunned from Psychopathic or whatever for performing at the Gathering this year. Dude, these motherfuckers have to do what they can do and still follow their dreams to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And he's still giving props, even in his new album, like on one of the tracks, he still says, down with the clown for life, and he's still giving props to the ICP.
Right. Well, yeah, there's no question about that. It's
I mean, Straight Jacket was recently on Keegan's show.
Right, because they're all friends. They're all real life fucking homies.
So
you know?
all the people that are trying to divide shit, fuck out of here, unity motherfuckers.
Right. They're real life homies. You know,
the best way to describe is the track off of Light's album when he has all those people on a posse cut called Stay in Your Lane.
Oh, dude, my favorite track off of that fucking album. 100%.
All I gotta say is I'm a big fan of posse cuts when it comes to underground, but that's like one of my top posse cut tracks that I've heard.
I'm just saying it gets you into that fucking mindset of, it's not just, I don't know. I don't know where to delve into this at with ICP and the underground, but there is going to come to some point where ICP is not here anymore. There is going to be that point. 100%.
And it's cool to see a lot of these artists like branch off and do their thing. Like one of the artists that Light gives a lot of credit to for helping put him on was Project Born, and who helped put Project Born on ICP, and they still continue that love and support for each other.
100%, man. Love Project Born, man. Those are like, dude, out of anyone in this fucking Juggalo scene, for Juggalos to support and everything, it needs to be fucking Project Born. You know, if you're gonna be like fuck Twisted and all that, and fuck Blaze and all them, support fucking Project Born. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Project Born's big supporters of us. They always show us props and all that. It's cool.
Well, even regardless, those motherfuckers have been down for so fucking long. And they're
that's
still
why I
doing
tell
shit.
people what makes Project Born very good is they were the first ever official act signed to Psychopathic before they were supposed to.
Absolutely. And you know,
And
I
you guys
get,
can go check it out in my interview with Frank and Itty. He explains the whole thing. It's cool.
yeah, dude, absolutely, man. The fucking Project Born, 100%. They're fucking killer, dude. They're still coming out with shit.
So that was cool to watch them
peace,
and ICP perform Graveyard for the first time live last year. That was
dude, that was so fucking awesome. And I'm gonna tell you, I just recently animated a video for Project Born for sorry, my daughter's happening.
Can you tell us what track it is, or is it a surprise?
I miss my brother.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's been out for what, 2 months now?
Yeah, it's
Month and a
actually
half.
here on the channel.
Yeah, we have it on the channel. I animated it and everything, dude. That fucking track is so fucking amazing. There's so much emotion in it.
Oh yeah.
And dude, I was so honored to be entrusted with that. So much
Yeah,
love
it's
to
cool to
Project Born.
see like Lakeland doing artwork for him. He's done
Dude,
artwork for him for
absolutely.
merch. He's done artwork for their EP that they dropped.
Yeah, man, that's so awesome. You know, I know Carnival Spirits isn't all up in the drama shit, and we don't get nearly as many as views as other like clickbaity fucking channels do.
But we don't care because we're just having fun.
And we've been here for fucking over a decade.
Hence
We're
why I
still
made
fucking-
that post the other day saying we're just having fun and we just like to give back to the community and promote people.
Yeah, we're that's what we're doing, man. We're trying, man. And I'll tell anybody this who's watching right now, hit up our fucking tent at the Gathering of the Juggalos this year, because Beastmaster is gonna be there doing that shit solo, and he's got a fucking gang of shit planned for this fucking gathering.
Exactly.
I mean, I was totally lying for that, but you just like confirmed it. So,
right. Again, everyone needs to check out this video. It's very good.
Dude, that was a very good video, and it like bummed me out because he like stopped after the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, a lot of juggalos are that way, I guess. They only follow ICP up to the 6th.
But who knows? Maybe after this deck is complete, he might then go from then Bang Pow Boom all the way up to the 6 of this deck.
Right. Well, I already hit him up and said, you want to, you know, that was 20 years ago. So if you want to like do an update to this or anything and want Juggalo's perspective on it, then hit me up. So,
and like I've been telling people, it's good to see him get props. Like, this is a well-known punk rock YouTuber.
Right. And it was a good video, dude.
And then like
100%.
a few months ago, Heavy Metal Magazine was giving ICP props, like saying their top list for ICP metal related songs.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. So is the infomercial live now?
I don't know, which that still surprises me in a good way because I didn't think there was going to be an infomercial.
Yeah, it's on right now, man. I see it live.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, it's not live right now. We were having this interview, so check out the fucking infomercial. If you want to hop back on, let me fucking know. We'll talk about it, even though we're not going.
Well, and that's why I've been telling people, for those who are going and you want to give us live coverage there, just hit us up and you and me will both set up a stream and people can give us live coverage in real time.
For real, dude. And Wicked Wood released a fucking video today, and their new shit is dropping tomorrow, right?
Yes, but people are already receiving their copies.
I don't have a fucking copy.
And I've been like telling people Wicked is an example of a success story. They've played all 4 stages of the gathering. They've just played parking lot parties at the gathering. They played 3rd stage. They played 2nd stage. And now this year, all that hard work pays off and they are playing main stage for the first time ever.
Dude, 100%, man. Nobody even worth more. Well, except Isham. He should be playing main stage. And so should Project Born. But that's a different seminar.
Yes, that's a whole nother seminar.
All right, dude. Well, thank you for having me up on here to fucking talk to Alligator Jesus. It was dope. I learned a lot of shit. It was cool. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of people have different opinions and stuff about him. I've never had any negative interaction with him, so I'm going to go off my interaction with him tonight.
Exactly, and I'm glad he came on to clear the air and say his side and say it how it is, which is good.
Right. So, you know, I haven't personally had any negative interaction with him. So, much love, Alligator Jesus. Dude, like, at the end of the day, even if he was ripping juggalos off for $5 million back in 2005, he's killing it nowadays, and he's still claiming juggalos. So fuck you. I'm just saying, he's still claiming juggalo. How is that any kind of fucking compensation for what he's doing? I'm just saying.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You make it big in the fucking world, and you're still claiming juggalo. You're still like saying, "Hey, you need to check out fucking Morton's List." How is that, you know, detrimental to the juggalo world?
Right.
He's still doing that because that is in his fucking heart.
Exactly. Oh, I could maybe see you doing that as an episode of Let's Get a Game Going. Maybe you could try doing a live game of Morton's List with some people.
Oh, well, shit. That would be exciting. Thumbs up on this video, smash like, subscribe, notification bells, and post hashtag Let's Get a Game Going.
Exactly.
And I'll fucking do it 100%.
Hell yeah. Thank you for hopping on, bro. This is a very great episode.
Absolutely, man. If I'm ever available, which is very fucking rare because I work all the goddamn time, I will 100% jump on.
Everyone in the chat, tell Scotty, bring back Let's Get a Game Going.
Absolutely, man.
Hell yeah. Well, love you, bro, and you have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
Later.
Dude.
Hell yeah, y'all. Glad I turned down the volume. Oh, play the infomercials. Sadly, I can't play the infomercials right now, nobody, man, because I'm still on my phone. I'm not on my computer. Eventually, I'm going to get my computer set up. Like I said, eventually, I told you guys the show was going to get more professional. I'm going to get a microphone and headphones going. Yeah, if I could play the infomercial and screen share, I would, but I don't know how to screen share on my phone. But yeah, Metamorphosis is a good album. Definitely one of my top albums to come out this year. You know, I've lost track how many years. Music has been very good. You know, these last maybe 2-3 years, there's been just so much phenomenal music. Like during the whole pandemic era and the post-COVID era, there's been so much phenomenal music that has come out. So much great, phenomenal music. But yeah, Metamorphosis by Light is one of my top albums to come out this year. Also, my very top to come out this year is Get Well Soon by King ISO. King ISO's dope. He's been blowing up. Like a lot of artists that I have those connections with, I am proud to see a lot of them starting to get their shine and props. Like Wicked Wood. Ever since we had Wicked Wood on the show for the first time, they've been blowing up since then. So it was only natural that we had them back on a few weeks ago to promote their self-titled album, which again, make sure you guys listen to that album from beginning to end. They explained on the Hours of Chaos podcast a few weeks ago that this Wicked Wood self-titled album is meant to be a concept album. It's meant to be listened to from the first track and the skits all the way to the last track. It's meant to be a concept record. And what the concept is, well, you'll just have to listen to the album just to see what the whole concept behind it is. That's why they've been releasing all these singles and music videos, because they're all pieces of the puzzle to when you hear the whole album in its entirety together, from track to track, from skit to track. It's a concept album. And you can guarantee there's going to be full-on review for that, because, you know, I'm going to get back into doing reviews. And yeah. This has been a very, very great episode. Again, shout outs to Alligator Jesus, David, for coming on the show and explaining his whole side of the story and clearing the air. And it's still all love between him and ICP still. All love between him and Psychopathic now. So a lot of you people online that were trying to start shit on him, you can chill the fuck out. But yeah, I do have plans somewhere towards the end of the year. If anyone wants to hop on that stream with me, because I want to start doing an annual thing too at the end of the year, where I drop like my top 10, maybe 20 albums to come out during that year. So this year I've been really putting together my top 10, maybe some albums that have come out this year so far. I can tell you that, you know, Cody Manson's MC Skelter is definitely one of my favorite albums to come out this year. You know, that new Darby album, Gully, is fire. You know, LSP's been dropping fire release after fire release, because, you know, LSP never disappoints with their releases. You know, that Gully album from Darby's fire. MC Skelter from Cody Manson, fire. Metamorphosis by Light, fire. You know, that Get Well Soon by King ISO, fire. I love you too, babe. Yeah, this has been a very good episode. Again, you guys can expect probably starting next week you're going to start getting 2 episodes of the Hours of Chaos podcast back to back. So you'll be getting an episode on Thursdays, and then you will be getting one on Friday. So even if like there's not a lot of news to cover, we'll make one of those episodes always dedicated to just the interview of having our guests on the show. But there's always news. You know, I don't care about the views. I don't make money off of this streaming or this podcast. Maybe someday, but right now, this is just my hobby. This is not my job. This is not even my side hustle. I'm just having fun, and I like to talk about stuff and my passion for this underground and this Juggalo community, and even step outside of that. And I like to promote artists and people that have like maybe successful businesses. Like we've had artists or groups on here that have been successful. We've had Tom Wood here on the show, who's a very successful graphic artist designer. That's a good artist with artwork. You know, we just had Alligator Jesus, David, on here for the first time. Someone, a Juggalo who has his own successful jewelry company. That's phenomenal. And yeah, it's about to get better. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. Again, be on the lookout Saturday for the newest vlog series for me and Lady Chaos, aka Amanda Panda. Be on the lookout Saturday for our newest vlog, the newest episode of The Adventures of the Dawn and the Panda. Make sure you peep the links down in the description. You know, there's links to our store as well as my social medias and all that stuff. You know, social medias for Alligator Jesus, links to that below, links to his website down below. Yeah, you guys already know who I am. And one time, I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, chat, let's hear it. This turned out to be a very, very great episode. Holy shit. I told you guys this show was going to get better. Told you. But yeah, if you don't, this is the Hours of Chaos podcast. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, correct, babe. Your mom's a hoe. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and spend time with the missus, and we're going to get some dinner. Again, Saturday. Be on the lookout for our newest vlog, The Adventures of the Dawn and the Panda. Be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout, again, for me and Lady Chaos, Amanda Panda's chill streams that we do called Love and Chaos. Check out her social medias down below. She games on Twitch and whatnot. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Again, props to David of Alligator Jesus for coming on and clearing the air. So just living proof, y'all, that you can't believe everything you see online. Sometimes someone needs to come on physically, verbally, and say their side of the story instead of just explaining their side of the story in a text. So it's good to know that now him and ICP and Psychopathic and Ouija, things are still great between them. They're still going to do that work together. It's dope. So deuces, y'all. Don Chaos signing out.